Everybody, I'm sorry for the bad visuals, but as you can probably tell, I've been laying around all day, and yeah, kind of chunky here. But I wanted to first and foremost, of course, as always, give love to all those that need it, that appreciate it, that understand it, and that desire it. And of course, when I say love, I mean pure agape love. The kind that is based on just the fact that something or someone else exists, and the known thing that we all have a common thread that pull binds us together, no matter how thin it may seem. It is a connection. Um, One thing that I wanted to speak on that I didn't really have an opportunity to finish up on, because as y'all know, I've had so many things going on with my situation. But back to my mantra, as always, is that whatever the situation is that you have, you control it. There's no one else that is responsible for your situation. There is no one else that has the authority or dominion to control your situation but you. We are all guys and goddesses in our own right. And that's with a little g. And when we are able to come together with another, that is with a capital G. And when you stand in the strength of who you truly are, then you realize that it is your responsibility to create the realities and the things that you desire in your life, whether it be the circle of people or lack thereof, whether it be your living situations and that type of thing. So we all carry that responsibility to ourselves and the environment around us for those that are weak. So with that being said, what I was raised on, part of this was raising from my mother, but it may have been influenced by propaganda that was put out there when I was a youth. Is that be careful who you surround yourself with, because you pick up habits of those persons. And also they say everything in moderation, which is a Greek saying. And it's very important, because you don't have to be friends with somebody or like somebody to pick up their mannerisms, behaviors, and habits. And I'm going to say this because for the little bit of time that I've been here, where I'm dwelling now, I've mainly kept to myself. But I found in a situation, because I saw that something was imprinted on me because of the way something else was handled, I saw myself following in a footstep where I almost handled it the same way. Where you dubiously, deny all knowledge of sin, but you can't do that, because that is not real, and that is not honest, and that's not true. You have to be straightforward and honest. It's not wise or intelligent in this time being, but the way that I look at it is just me. I don't have anything to lose. The essence of who I am and the essence of my being is based on honesty and truth. And so if I ever come to a point where I start to diverge away from that, then what happens is it takes away from the true essence and spirit of who I am. And I believe that each and every person on this earth is built to be who they are for a reason. And once you start diminishing or killing the vibes and spirits of those types of people, whether it be honest people and true people, that race of people is going to be extinct. And when I say race, I mean spiritual race of people are going to be extinct. And you're no longer going to have a society that has, truth and honesty. So if that's something that you're built on, you have to do everything that you can to maintain it. And I know the society that we live in today doesn't really promote that, but it's something that is valuable. And if you have it, please hold on to it. I mean, when you do, I've been told so many times just to outright lie about stuff, but when you do resumes, make sure that you put it as accurate as you can. And if you don't recall something, let the employer know. Not that it's really going to impact your life except for your spirituality, but just for your own, again, keeping that race of people alive, honest people alive. Do that. If there's a situation where someone tries to make you dishonest where you're not, please state clearly clearly, what the situation is. Address it directly, because again, we don't want to create or convert a race of people that are honest into dishonest. There are very, very few honest people left. And it, as much as you can, what I beg of you is to be as honest as you can. And I know that for my situation, it's a little bit different because I don't have children or family or anything like that that it would impact. And a lot of you do. And a lot of times when you have those biological valuables, that impact your life on a daily basis, it does affect the way that you manage yourself and perceptions around other people. But in as much as you can, and I know, like I said, I feel that I'm fortunate not to have those things because I can be as pure as I can. And when I see myself, I can see clearly. When you're by yourself and you stand alone, you see things more clearly. You can see how things can persuade, dissuade, how different interactions can sway you. And I'm gonna tell you, it's very easy. With socialization, it's very easy to uh, become other than what you are. The woman I am today, even though I am a loner for the most part, is a direct result of socialization. Um, the food that I eat. 10 years ago, you would never catch me sitting at home eating Skittles. 10 years ago, you would never catch me on a weekday, if I don't have a full-time day job, just sitting around the house. You would never see me do that. But I've been socialized in a negative way by the system that told you that it should have been something different. So I'm going to tell you, the number one mantra of all times: please know yourself. Please focus on your goals and understand that you have to sometimes give to get. You know, People that are financially acute would say that you have to spend money to get money, but when you spend, it's not always pecuniary. Your time, your thoughts, your mind, your spirit. And when you see things in your life that you need to let go, let them go, even though they may not necessarily be bad things, but they're not things that are beneficial to you. For example, I had a piano class that I was going to, and to be honest, I wasted probably a couple of months of my life. 1 month was a complete waste with this thing because it was something positive. I wanted to be part of something, but it was a waste. And I was supposed to go to class tonight, but I just told them, look, my priorities have been rearranged. Even if that rearranging of priorities is just me needing to rearrange my thought processes and what I do, that's what it is. Because, right now, there are some rearrangement of priorities. I'm in, and God, the creator or whoever it is that be, is giving me a quick study course right now where basically it's like a crash course. He's given me situations that I've never been placed in before, and he's giving them to me back to back to back. And the reason why is because there's some things that I need to learn very quickly. So I beg if you're going through the same thing where you're all of a sudden being open to a whole bunch of situations, you know, that you have never been exposed to before, it's because God is trying to teach you something and he's trying to give you a crash course. And the reason why, and it's the reason why is because you know, there is a purpose for that. These are things that you haven't been exposed to that you need to be exposed to because that's where the world is. And if you're like me, a loner, and you're very selective about what you take in, there's things that you may not be aware of that are happening in the world or changing in the world that you need to know, not on a macro basis, but on a micro level, meaning the person right next door to you, people that are all around you. The mindset of people have changed. People will lie in a heartbeat. People will do malicious things in a heartbeat. People are being raised at a younger age to do things that are not necessarily community related. So you need to be aware. So whatever it is, the situation that you're going through, please do know that it's for a purpose. Know yourself. Know what your essence and your value system is. And also be receptive to the different changes that are happening in your life because they're there for a reason. They're there for you to learn and grow. So I'm saying this with all due love and respect. And I'm wishing all peace and blessings. Again, I do appreciate those that, whether they're vocal about it or not, do acquire something from this and learn and grow spiritually from it, or feel, the level of truth and the magnitude of it that I'm putting out there. But, it's out of love and respect, and I'm being real about it. So, just be aware of yourself, your surroundings, and your reactions, and think analytically. We're being taught today not to think at all, but think. It's okay to think. It's okay to analyze and to understand and comprehend. So, anyways, I can't express the importance of what I'm saying, but love, peace, and blessings to those that need it. To those on the opposite end, blessings to you too. Everybody has their purpose. Do as you will. Have a great day.